Rocco, what up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the warm-up. We're here to talk sports. The Sunday games are about to kick off. Week 1. NFL is back, baby. We saw Thursday night how it all kicked off, and now we're about to keep this thing going, man. This is a collaborative process. This is my show. This is Designated Report's whole family show. This is your show. Are you sick of national media telling you and your small market team what's going on? They have no idea what they're talking about. That's me. I've been going through that, man. I know what's up. If you got something to say about your team, call up. I'll pull up on you and let's talk. We're just here to chat. Word? Pull up on me, I'll pull up on you. If I say the Cowboys are trash and Cowboys Nation is in here, let's go. Right? If I say the Giants got Danny Ducks out there instead of Danny Dimes, let's go. Call me up. Let's chat, all right? Let's start it off with Thursday's game. First of all, moment of unity, right? That moment of unity was not a moment of silence as the boos came down. The boo birds were out. If you're all about that, this show ain't for you, bro. This show is not for you. Let's come together. You've seen two of the biggest quarterbacks, young quarterbacks in the game coming together. That's what it's about, right? We're here to play ball. We're here to be entertained. Shout out to all the people that said they're not watching football this year. The same people that said they weren't watching NFL last season, but watched every game. Host of Super Bowl parties, right? Same thing, right? Shout out to all the people that follow TV12 down to Tampa. Ain't no room on the bandwagon for you, but hello. Hello. Thursday night, Pat Mahomes picked up right where he left off, doing Pat Mahomes things. Didn't throw for a whole bunch of yards. We're used to him throwing, averaging 300 straight up. He threw for 200, but three of them things. That was his warm-up. Cody, what up? We did not see Tyreek Hill go off. We did not see down the field passing because Houston was kind of ready for that. They adjusted to that, but they did not prepare for what was about to go down on the ground. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Listen to me. I hate rookie running back hype. I hate it. I hate rookie running back hype. But this dude is the truth. Small sample size. But this dude looked like the truth out there. All right? Out of LSU, small, short back, but not small. Short back, but not small, can do a whole bunch of things. And Damian Williams, who probably should have been the Super Bowl MVP, sitting out to take care of his family, and salute to Damian Williams on that. But Clyde stepped in, looking like a Clydesdale, right? Shout out to Gene, who said he needs a nickname. I don't know what we're going to call this dude, but we're going to be calling him quite a bit the way he's playing. Goodness gracious. So Deshaun Watson might be my favorite player in the league. I'm not going to lie. And that was before we seen the video when he got the extension, right? Tears was coming down and everything like that. I know his backstory. If you know his backstory, it's hard not to root for him. All right? So Warwick Dunn, you got to know that name. Great back for the Bucks and the Falcons, late 90s, early 2000s. Great 10,000-yard back, right? He lost his mother, single mother, when he was in high school, I believe, and he had to take care of his siblings. And when he got his money from being in the league, he paid it forward and found some other single mothers and would buy and furnish homes for single moms in the New Orleans area. Just by coincidence, by the grace of God, one of the single mothers that was blessed with a home was Deshaun Watson's mom. So a young Deshaun Watson had that seed planted or watered by work done and Jesus himself, goodness. And look where he's at now. It's like not even full circle. It's just like he's ascending. I love this dude. I love the way he plays, but he was trash Thursday. Not his fault. He makes a lot of plays with his legs. Had to make a lot more plays with his legs than he wanted to. Goodness, man. He didn't look great. And they're looking to bounce back in week 2 against the Ravens, who were, 14-2 last year? I don't know. So that was Thursday night. Let's skip Sunday's games. We will get to that in all my predictions. I want to talk Sunday night football. I want to talk the big matchup we got Sunday tonight after we're all kind of relaxed and chilling. Who you got? Throw it in there. Who you got? I think I got Dallas. The Rams, all right, though. Let's bring on a friend of the brand. Let me see if I call up my man. We making fantasy football trades in here already? All right. Hit me up. Hit me up. So, football night in America. Sunday night football. We got a friend of the show, Danny Rocco. Let's
What's going
talk,
on?
baby.
How you doing?
Never better, bro. You?
Oh, living the life.
What jersey you got on? That's a Tom Brady Bucks joint? What you got?
Yeah, Saquon.
Nah, I see you. Tell the people where you at right now.
Currently running some events and stuff for NBC Sports.
All right.
Paving the way for tonight's SNF.
So we know football night in America is one of the biggest things that you guys do over at NBC Sports. True or false?
True.
So this is a huge production. You got in at 5 a.m. this morning?
That is true.
My man, you're looking good for somebody who got up at 5 or got to work at 5, right? So
Yeah.
what are you specifically working on tonight's broadcast?
Right. I'm actually because they had me come in early. I'm not touching tonight. I've been working a lot on Tour de France, a little Premier League soccer, getting that stuff going on. Especially with our launch of Peacock. Shout out to Peacock.
Shout out to Peacock.
But tonight, I mean, I'm making sure that the guys that come in tonight are getting everything ready for the digital stream of it. So, if you guys don't have cable, cutting the cords, anything that you're streaming is going to come from us.
That's what's up. So I'll ask you in a second about your Giants, but who you got for tonight, Sunday Night Football? Seems like you might be watching just like the rest of us.
I might be sleeping. And this is not going strictly on bias, but I'm going Rams.
Sounds like bias.
I'll tell you this. Listen.
All right.
I think Dak's a little angry. He didn't get his money. Zeke is going to be Zeke. He's going to do what he's got to do. But if you look statistically, even though this is really not home field for the Rams because they're bouncing all over the place lately.
Yeah.
Goff plays well at home, and I think he's going to be a little rejuvenated. I think without Gurley's, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? Mentality from last year. I think they're going to do better. I think Goff is going to start off a little rusty, like I think everyone's going to, but I do think they're going to pull it out.
All right. Now let's talk about your Giants. You got them winning by 100?
Yeah, I have them losing.
Really?
I do.
At home?
At home, I listen. I'm one of the guys that said, "What are we doing with Daniel Jones?" But I have faith he's going to do well. I just think we have a lot of holes. I know a couple of our guys, like a bunch throughout the league, are sitting due to COVID or not doing this and stuff. And we didn't have a good defense to begin with last year. So we lose a couple guys this year. Plus the X factor, Big Ben, for the Steelers. I think got to watch out for Pittsburgh this year. I think Big Ben is definitely the X factor.
I got him as the comeback player of the year.
It has to. I mean, Juju's going to have such a better year. James Conner's going to have a better year. I can't see them losing this game. I think the Giants are going to have a good year. Just not tomorrow night.
Just not going to start fast.
No, not at all.
All right, bro. I appreciate you. We'll be checking with you throughout the season. All right. I appreciate you making time. Go G-Man, I guess. Don't lose by 100. Do something encouraging.
Hey, listen, go G-Man. Go Saints.
Make sure you get some sleep. All right, bro?
Take care.
All right, peace.
Later.
My man. Danny Rocco, friend of the show. That's family right there. Got in at 5 o'clock. He's going to be sleeping through Sunday Night Football. Let me tell you something, though. he was bigging up Goff, and Goff had that really good year, his first, when he had first linked up with McVay. However, Jared Goff has some of the highest numbers as far as poor throws. He made a wealth of bad throws last season. So let's see if he can get that corrected. Coincidentally, another quarterback who makes a ton of bad throws, if you're quantifying that thing at home, like I am, Big Ben. So let's see if he is a little rusty or if he's himself and gives the Giants a few to make a play on. So back to let's go to Sunday picks, right? Let me just go down what I think is going to happen here. I don't like Seattle traveling to Atlanta. I don't like it. That's a long way to go for a city full of rabid fans in a state where they ain't even wearing masks. These dudes are sick in many ways. But I still got the Seahawks pulling that out. I do. Let's go straight down. I got the Ravens. Hit me up if I'm talking crazy. I got the Ravens over the Browns. I don't believe in the Bills. I really don't. But I got them over the Jets because it's the Jets. Who said the Raiders are going to be 11-5? What? And they travel to Carolina? I like Teddy, though. I can be swayed on that one. Bears at the Lions. I don't know, man. Khalil Mack, I think he's overrated. Am I talking crazy? I think he's on the downslope. I don't think he had a good year last year. That said, he's going to do what he's going to do. Colts over Jags. I got the Vikings at home. Kicking off the season against the Packers. I might be the lone wolf on that joint. I got Aaron Rodgers as a scrub this year. I'm talking middle of the pack, not top 10 quarterback. Not a top 10 quarterback right now, but y'all don't want to hear that. I got Skull, and I love Dalvin. And let's see if he can stay healthy. And if he can't, he got some horses behind him too. Dolphins at Pats. We'll get back to that one. Eagles at football team. What'd that say? Oh, y'all know who that is. Eagles at football team. Come on now. Football team ain't even really feeling a football team this year. I got the Chargers over the Bengals. I got the Bucks over the Saints week 1, 425 games we're talking now. I got the Niners at home against the Cardinals team that people are really hyping up after this trade to get D-Hop over there. I got Dallas going into Los Angeles and pulling that out. And I got the Steelers at the Giants too, just like Rocco was talking about. Shout out NBC Sports. Shout out Peacock. Saved by the Bell's coming back. Fresh Prince is coming back. They already gave it 2 seasons. They don't even know what the show's about. They gave it 2 seasons. I'm with that. Shout out Peacock. And I got Tennessee going to the Mile High City in Denver. What's going on with Von Miller? Let's go, man. I got Tennessee. So that's my week 1. Let's get to Dolphins Patriots. Man, who is Cam Newton? Like, what is he at this point? We know what he was in 2015. He was an MVP candidate and literally was carrying dudes on his back to get to the Super Bowl. But ever since he seen the fumble, the game was on the line and the ball was right there. And what did Cam do? What did Cam do? He's never been the same. And I know injuries and all that kind of stuff, right? He's a fun dude. You know, he makes plays. He gives the ball to the kids after he scores. That's fine, man. But you got to win games. I'm not into the whole personality thing, like he's got to mesh with Belichick or it's not going to work. I think Belichick's on his way out. So let's just win football games. You're not trying to control nobody, and you're not going to control Cam Newton anyway. Who was shocked when he won the job, by the way? Over who? Cam Newton came in, won the job, and everybody's happy about it. Everybody's shocked. Everybody said, let's go, Cam. What was going to happen? Like, who was really going to win that? So, man. If this game was in Miami, I got Miami. Because Patriots going to Miami doesn't work for some reason, no matter who's at quarterback. But I got the Pats. So those are my picks. Raise your hand if I'm bugging. So, listen, we are in unprecedented times. We're trying to get this season done through a pandemic at that. And I mean, I'm praying for the health of everybody out there, but especially for my Bucks. TB12, what up? Aboard the ship. Let's do this. 11 wins, 10 wins, 9 wins. I don't care. Let's get this new playoff spot, whatever it's going to be, right? I want to. Where's our fearless leader at, man? I'm trying to reach out to King LC because I know he got some. I know he got some fire right now, and I know he thinks I'm talking crazy on a few things. I want to get somebody else's opinion on some picks because I know he don't jive with me on some picks, and I just want to know how he's feeling. How are you feeling? Welcome to the show. What up, bro?
To you holding it down, bro. You're doing your Thiz naive right now, and you definitely
Just get warmed up.
pun intended. I like it, but I'm really happy you brought me on because I wanted to talk right after you brought up. Tell me if I'm crazy. Mike Evans is clearly not healthy, right? He's battling a hamstring entire week. Ian Rappaport and Schefter has been saying he's downgraded from questionable to doubtful. And then now he's back to questionable. And now he's going to give it a shot pregame. This is a team that we have said since Brady went there, this is the best set of weapons he's ever had. They're loaded on offense, receivers. They got 70 tight ends. They picked up, Fournette. And we're willing to risk our best offensive player in week 1 to not ruin Tom Brady's opening party. I think that's a mistake. A hammy's a really tricky injury. Like, it could feel really good pregame, but that in-game speed is different. He pulls it, now he's out for 8 weeks.
Yep.
It's not worth it to me.
Let me tell you two things. So he's got a hammy issue every year in camp, every single year. So this isn't new to the training staff. It's not new to Mike Evans himself. What is new is that he injured it at the end of last season, right? So he had already rehabbed that and got back, and then he had his annual hamstring situation. That gives me a little bit of pause, right? So now this could be a compounding sort of injury, maybe not just the hamstring, but up here. Because the groin, the hamstring, those sorts of lower body, like muscle, soft tissue at that, you don't know if you could give it a go. You just got to see what happens, right? So I don't feel comfortable doing that. But if I am the Bucks and and it's a dog-eat-dog out world out there, as soon as Chris Godwin was stepping up last year, I was saying, man, my boy's time might be coming to an end. I think he's on the clock. And I'm not saying next season. I'm not saying he's going to trade it this season. I'm not saying any of that. This dude has all the records already. Has all the records in the Bucks, and it's not saying a lot, right? This is a losingest franchise in the history of the NFL. It's not saying a lot, but he's just coming for total catches. He's got everything else. Chris Godwin stepping up, right? You bring in OJ. You bring in Gronk. You already got OJ, and you're hoping that he's coming into what he's going to be. Cam Brate in the red zone, right? You got a small white receiver, which you always need with Tom Brady. And all of a sudden, is Mike Evans expendable? I wouldn't say expendable, but if he says he could give it a go, I'm going to listen, because if he has to sit out 1 or 2 games, and I think that's the worst case scenario. You say 8, that's a different story. If I think it's a tweak is the worst thing that could happen, we got guys, because we're all in for this season, right? So we got guys. That's not how I feel as a fan, but if you're running a franchise and you're as old as Tom Brady, as old as Bruce Arians, and you're going for it this year, you're not really caring about feelings or hamstrings. So that's where I'm at with that. I pray for his health, though. I pray for his health. He is the best receiver in the league.
We're not going to do that. I have to confirm. I have spoken, and I've told you this. I have spoken to my guy. You know who my guy is. Yep. I have spoken to him yesterday. I told you, this is the exact message I sent him. I see monster year for you this year. And I ended it with, in Jesus' name. Like, I was praying, I was like proclaiming it over my man. You're going to be healthy this year. You're going to be a monster. And you know what he said? Say less. Let's go. That's it. So all that, all the slander that my guy has gotten, and I'm not even trying to like steer away from Mike Evans to go to my guy.
You are. That's exactly what you're doing.
I only brought it up because you said Mike Evans is the best receiver in the league, and you know how I feel about that. I feel like Mike Evans is top 5-ish. He's definitely better than Mike Thomas, which you guys have told me I was right. I need it on record, though. I need Paul to tell the truth on record. But I think Odell's going to have a monster year, bro. I really do. People are doubting Baker, and I'm not a huge guy right now, but it can't get worse than last year. And I think he's really had a chance to kind of decompress from that terrible season, flush it out, and let's get on track to have a really good year. But with that being said, I think the Bucs are making them. I wouldn't play them week 1. You guys have so many weapons, you say, right? It's week 1. He needs an extra week. Like, give him an extra week.
It's week 1 against the division opponent, trying to gain some momentum. Man, listen, I'm not pulling the strings over there. But if Mike Evans said he can go, and he's 6'5", 230, and he could go, I'm going to tell him no.
Ever said they can't go, though. Like, those guys are too competitive. I don't know the last guy that would be like, nah, I can't go. If they're even – we know, like, he might be able to play, but he's clearly not healthy, right? And it's week 1. We know, everyone has an injury. Nobody's healthy throughout a football season. But that's talks for, like, week 13, week 14, when it's like people will start to make excuses why they're not playing as well as they should. Not in week opening day. Like, this is my Evans, man. You got Gronk and those guys. Figure it out. Brady's y'all goat. Figure it out, but let Mike rest.
I think you're onto something when you say that's Mike Evans. If he's going to be on the field, Marshawn Lattimore is going to be on him. So you got Mike Evans over here, and let's big up his health.
Right.
And Marshawn is over here with Mike Evans. Mike Evans has 2 catches for 28 yards. Oh, he started slow, but he was hurt anyway. We're going to build that up. But who's over here? Not covered by Marshawn. CG is 14th season now, right? All the other guys we're talking about. So maybe that's the strategy. We got to talk about that on some Monday morning quarterback type ish, right? But man, let's talk about Danny Ducks though.
End of last year, Danny Dimes will be a top 10 quarterback by season's end. And you guys ask me by what measure? I'm telling you, by real folk measure, that man is gonna be. I know that's not a stat. But he threw 24 touchdowns last year in 12 and a half games, right? Okay. 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. The fumble's an issue, but that's a young guy trying to make too much out of nothing because the Giants had the worst offensive line maybe in the history of football. So he's trying to extend and do too much, and he gets himself in trouble. But Danny Dimes is the truth. I've seen him up close in training camp, the very first Giants training camp last year. I covered that. I got a chance to talk to him. I got a chance to see him. He's not fazed by New York. He's not fazed by being Eli's successor. He has the real deal. He can make all the throws. He's athletic. He could move, get away from the pressure. That kid, and I'm not even a Giants guy. Like, I don't even root for the Giants. You know how, don't do that. Don't do that. You know I am done with that franchise because they violated.
Wait till they win.
I will root.
And then you never left, right? Then you never left.
I will be happy for Danny Dimes and Saquon Barkley, but I don't know anyone else over there. They're all clowns who are ran by the biggest clown in the game, and Dave Gettleman. He has no idea what he's doing. No idea.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Listen, I'm going to go talk fantasy with the people. I appreciate you coming on. Let's make this a regular thing, bro.
Keep doing it this naive.
Appreciate you. All right, now, listen to me. We got a few minutes left, people, and let's talk fantasy, right? Set your lineups. You got 4 minutes to set your lineups. Let's talk about some guys. Listen, Kareem Hunt, maybe not this week, but Kareem Hunt caught more passes in last handful of games than Nick Chubb caught the whole season. So look out for that. That's going to be a dude. DeAndre Hopkins, listen, I know who he is, and I know what he's done. However, you can't just plug great players together and say that it's going to work, especially on an every week basis. I'm not saying he won't go for 1K. I'm not saying he won't be great. I'm just saying I am pumping the brakes on that right now. If you got him, play him, right? But don't be selling the farm to get him. I'm not sure. Listen, take that Ravens defense because I'm not sold on the Browns offense, not yet. And listen, maybe Odell does go off. Maybe he plays like never mind. I'm not going to make that joke. Set your lineups, though, man. And if you want to make some trades, wait. Just chill. Don't hit the panic button until Tuesday morning, right? Let me ask a question before we go in our last few minutes. Aqib Talib had a chance to reunite with the Patriots. And then he looked at the Patriots' schedule, who they're going to play. They were going to play George Kittle. Because, listen, backstory. Bill Belichick called him up and said, I got the deal of a lifetime. I just want you to shut down some safeties. That's it. And maybe the money's not there, but come and see what you could do. Keep playing. George Kittle, Darren Waller, Travis Kelce. And Talib said, I would rather retire. I'm not here to question the heart of ball players. Much better player than I'll ever dream to be. And that's where I'm kind of going with this. Is Aqib Talib a Hall of Famer? It sounds blasphemous, but let me finish real quick. He was a first-round pick in 08, 5-time Pro Bowler, 5-time consecutively, first-team All-Pro, made some second teams and all that kind of stuff. Went to the AFC Championship twice with the Patriots, went to the Super Bowl with the Rams, won the Super Bowl with Denver's no-fly zone. So think about this. He's got 35 interceptions, which is first among active players, even though he just retired. And he's got 10 pick sixes, which is fourth all time. So if I didn't show you the name or the face, and I just said a guy has the fourth most pick sixes of all time, 30-plus interceptions, a ring, first-team All-Pro, 5 consecutive Pro Bowls, that's better than Edgerrin James, who did 4 with one-time All-Pro, no rings, right? He got that little thank you for the ring Cardinals joint. Or no, when he was with the Cardinals, the Colts gave him one. How'd that work? You weren't there. I'm going to give you one, though. Curtis Martin, 5 Pro Bowls, no rings, 1 first-team All-Pro. I know it's a different position. Those are 2 running backs, but it's Aqib Talib. Is player A, I can't say his name because you're not going to believe it. Is player A Hall of Fame player? That's something we could talk about in the comments throughout the weeks. I just want to throw out that little nugget. Let's talk about that. And listen, the game's about to start. I want to say one more thing. Shout out to Josh McCown for getting the bag, getting to the money. 41 years old, emergency quarterback, living in Texas, playing for the Philly Eagles on the practice squad, watching tape all week, at home with his boys, chilling, just stay in shape. You're never going to play. But if something happens, if there's a COVID outbreak or something like that, and Jalen Hurts goes down after Carson Wentz goes down, because he goes down every year, that's what the people are telling me, Josh McCown fly from Texas up to play a few games with the Eagles? What? We're going to pay you how much per week just to chill at home? Shout out to Josh McCown for getting to the bag. Everybody enjoy your Sunday. Just chill out, bro. I ain't got no socks on. Word to Rex Ryan. We're all just chilling today. Get your wings. Get your pizza. Shout out to everybody supporting Designated Report. Keep up with us. We got more coming. We got people. We got stories. We got hot topics. Man, just stay with us, bro. Much love to everybody. Have a good Sunday. God bless. Peace.